Twitter discourse has ruined rap music, and I know I'm an old head. I don't give a fuck. To be honest with y'all, the more that I see stuff on Twitter in general, it's just it's not about the music anymore. It's just more so about like if my favorite's at the top, then I'm good, but the rest of these rappers is ass. And I realize this when I'm seeing people say stuff like, "Why are Kendrick fans talking about Pusha T and consequences or consequence?" I'm like, you can't like more than one rapper. Like you can't be a fan of more than one guy. It's rap. This isn't like it's not basketball. Like I mean, these are like rappers. They're not teams. It's like you can have multiple favorite rappers regardless to if they are competing against each other on the same level or like not even at all connected. That is just how music works. So like the fact that rap on Twitter right now has caused so many people to just be like, "Oh, you're a fan of this one guy. Why are you talking about this?" Because I like music? Like, what are we talking about here? And that's just one of the things that I dislike about rap Twitter right now. Another thing is, like, I saw this thing recently with Danny Brown, and they were like, "Oh, Danny Brown's new, like latest stuff is so weird to me," or like not even weird, just like negative for his career because he's not rapping with the same people he was rapping with when he was first coming up, especially after Atrocity Exhibition. And it's like you want him to do the same shit his whole career. Like he obviously pivoted within that album, great album by the way, but like he obviously pivoted within that album sound wise, and he just like decided to go more towards that more abstract, weird sound. And now the people that he like makes music with or hangs out with are within that area. It's not just like rap anymore. Like there's a lot more layers to his music now. So of course he's gonna evolve, and he's not even just a musician anymore these days. He does a lot more shit. So just going on Twitter being like, "Oh, he's not rapping with Kendrick, ASAP Rocky and them no more. He's rapping with Quadeka." Like shut the fuck up. Shut up. Oh my god. There's a few more things I'd like to talk about though. Just real quick. First things first, Fabio Foreign saying he grew up on Chief Keef and Meek Mill. Chief Keef is younger than you. Meek Mill is 38, brother. You are talking about your peers. These are your peers. You probably graduated the same year as Meek, bro. What are you talking about? You looked up to Meek Mill. You grew up listening Meek Mill. Meek Mill came out when you were 22 years old, brother. Chief Keef was popping in 2011. You were 22. What the fuck are we talking about? You didn't listen to music until you were 22 years old? Like, come on now. Going on fucking Jim Jones' podcast or doing a video with Jim Jones saying he didn't listen to Nas growing up. That's your fault. I'm sorry. Like, I hate when people try to use it as a point against a rapper. Like, "Oh, I didn't listen to blah, blah, blah growing up." Okay. That sounds like a you problem, brother. Like, imagine growing up in that era, early 2000s, not listening to Wayne, not listening to Kanye, not listening to Nas, not listening. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Y'all be making the wrong people pop off and shit like that. Because the latest thing that I've heard from Favi before that was, what's it called? Him beefing with a streamer. Can we please lock in as a people, as a group, as music enthusiasts, and just stop giving some people like respect in this bitch? Cause Favi, sure, you had a decent verse on that on Off the Grid, bro, but after that, it's pretty mid. I'm not gonna lie, your career is pretty mid. Some other things, Count Me Out. I said it's a top 15 Kendrick song. I might do a top like 50 of Kendrick songs and make that a video. Let me know if y'all want that. But yeah, Count Me Out is such like an emotionally grabbing song, not only like emotion wise, but also like the way he starts off rapping. It's so timid, yet he gets it all so clearly and like cohesively that it all just works together perfectly and beautifully. So yeah, that's like one of the best songs. I think that's top 3 song of the 2020s. Genuinely, that's a top 3 song of the 2020s. Another song I'd say that's in my top for the 2020s, Life of the Party. Like, I just enjoy good storytelling cuts, really good cohesive emotional rap, like rap verses. My boy Andre 3000 went insane on that. Like, that's probably gonna be one of his last rap verses ever because he's way more instant instrumentation and shit now. So shout out to him. But like, bro, that first listen, I was like, fuck. Like, that shit is heartbreaking. That shit is heartbreaking, bro. Another thing, free Gaza, free Palestine. I had to say that real quick because I don't know these people. I don't watch the Joe Budden podcast because I don't fucking care for it, to be honest. I don't care for Joe Budden. I don't care about that shit. One of the people on the podcast used to work on the news, and some of his colleagues from that time period were killed in Palestine. And when he addressed it, they were all very dismissive. Joe was seen laughing on screen, and like it's just very ignorant and disrespectful to like people who have died from a genocide. And it just shows how like empathy and like just overall like empathy and just caring about people's emotions and feelings and lives has gone so down over the last few years. Like we are finding genocide funny, or we're trying to like end the conversation of genocide by fucking like laughing about something. Just say condolences, and like it's so easy. Even if you're not interested in the conversation, just give your condolences and keep it pushing. Like being disrespectful or ignorant or like talking down on somebody for bringing it up. Those were his people. Those were his colleagues at one point, bro. Like he has to bring it up. Like it's disgusting how people treat that type of stuff. Shout out to bro. I think his name's Mark. I don't know anything else about him, to be honest. Rest in peace to his colleagues. Rest in peace to everything that's going on in Gaza and Palestine. Absolutely disgusting that we're enabling this type of thing. Some other things, Earl Sweatshirt is to be dropping an album in the next few days. Right now it is the 19th, so in 3 days, Live Laugh Love is dropping, and I'll name some of the features for y'all. Dave Chappelle, Steven Yeun, Donald Glover, Vince Staples, Alchemist, Hero Murai, Navy Blue, BK the Ruler, and Live. Real quick, I wish Mike was on the album. That's just me though. I fuck with Mike. Mike's such a great artist to me. But I don't like albums that have features from people who aren't like people who make music. Like I don't care for a Dave Chappelle feature. I'm sorry. I don't care for a Donald Glover feature at this time of his career. Like I talked about recently, I believe I said it on this, like how I re-listened to Awaken My Love, and it's very, very good. Like I really enjoy that album a lot more than I did in my first listens, probably because I've expanded my music taste a lot since like 2017, 2016. So that stuff does hit for me a little bit more, but like current Donald Glover just doesn't really hit for me as much as he used to. I'm not saying like 2010 because that 2010 shit is ass, but I'm saying more so like 2014, 2017 times. I was really much more of a Childish Gambino fan than I am right now, and his most recent album didn't really do much for me. So I hope he does well, but Steven Yeun, I think that's how you say his name. I'm not gonna say who I think he is until I look him up, because that would be racist. But I think I know who this is. Yes. Okay, I wouldn't have been wrong. He's the guy from The Walking Dead. I believe he was also in another movie recently. He was in Beef. Or is it a TV show? It's a TV show. He's in a TV show called Beef. He's also in The Walking Dead. He's in Mickey 17. He's a very successful actor. So shout out to him. What is he going to do in the album, though? Is he about to spit a 16? Like, Earl, I love you. We don't got to do commercial shit like this, though. Like, come on, bro, please. I'm happy you're happy. You know what I mean? Like, I've talked about it multiple times, but you don't gotta add all these other people in here. Love to see Vince. Vince is probably one of my favorite rappers of the 2020s. But, like, I hope y'all come correct again, because I don't think y'all have ever missed for me. Alchemist, I'm kind of off him a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. He's been doing some weird shit recently. Navy Blue, I fuck with Navy Blue. I fuck with BK. So I like the track list when it comes to the rappers that are a part of it. I am unhappy with the fact that there are some actors and stuff, and like it just feels kind of forced, to be honest. Some other things. Let me see if I got anything else for real. I already talked to y'all about what's it called, the Drake lawsuit. That's basically what my whole last video was about. If you haven't seen that, go click on it down there. You know what I'm saying? But like, nothing has really changed. It's actually gotten worse in my opinion, for people who are fans of like Drake, or like anybody who's like a fan of music. It's still such a net negative for music in every single way. And Drake fans are like getting kind of racist. I saw on Twitter the other day, it said Kendrick Lamar won the beef, and then they had a picture of him like around people picking cotton, insinuating that he was like a slave, which is very, very bad. I'm not even gonna try to add nuance to it. It's very fucking bad. And a lot of people have been speculating, me included, that like Drake fans are very much like Trump supporters in that way, where they're like very cultish and weird, very fucking weird. And just proving the point there. I'm not saying all Drake fans, by the way. I'm just saying a good percentage of them, which actually sucks, because that's a crazy evolution for your fan base, where it's like, at one point, Drake fans were just like, oh, wait, before I even get into that, can people please stop saying, oh, man, rap don't feel the same since Drake stopped dropping? When the fuck did he stop dropping music? When did Drake stop dropping music, y'all? Tell me a timetable. He's been dropping this whole year. You're just sick because he's not considered the best in the world. To me, he's never been the best in the world. So, like, I'm sorry that you feel like this sort of like, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of like Stockholm syndrome. You know, I feel this type of like attachment to him being known as the best rapper around, or like the most successful rapper around. So it's like, oh, when he's not considered that by the majority anymore, you're like, oh, I miss those times when Drake was around. He hasn't fucking gone anywhere. He still makes music all the time. He's still on stage. He's doing tours and shit. Like, this isn't. It's not really making sense to me how y'all feel this way, or why y'all say these stupid ass things. You're just like trying to say something to say it, to be honest. That's just how I feel. And I also saw another thing. No Life Shaq tweeted, stop acting like you're not gonna listen to the new Drake album. You're gonna listen to it. And I have no intention to listen to it. Don't expect a review for it. Don't expect any sort of like comments or words about it. The most you're gonna see from me is probably a clip of me talking about a clip. That's the most you're gonna get from me. And that's not me saying, oh, because this that, because there is some other factors. Like, I haven't really listened to a full Drake album in, I don't know, since 2019. And when I say a full Drake album, I mean throughout the whole track list, because you know why? They're all 2 hours long of the same shit. So why the hell would I do that to myself? Stop trying to force classics on people. Certified Lover Boy is not a fucking classic. For All My Dogs is not a classic. None of this shit is a classic. Honestly, Nevermind's not a classic. Okay? Drake at most has one classic. If you're debating two, sure. Fucking Certified Lover Boy sucks. But like, stop acting like just because you feel inclined to listen to every Drake album that we all should feel inclined to. Because I never ever in my life have once thought, Drake dropped, I just have to listen to. No. That's never the case. Never will be the case. Never will ever be the case. If I don't want to listen to his fucking album, I'm not going to listen to his fucking album. And people have the right to not want to listen to his album, because what he is doing is negative to rap. And what he has done throughout his career is very much mocking rap culture in a life that he did not have. That's just what it is. That's just what it is, bro. That's like if I pulled up, started making country music about how I used to work on the farm. Bitch, I ain't never been on a fucking farm. Like, I'm not coming on here rapping about guns and murder and violence, because I don't do that shit. He don't do that shit. So why do people who really care about the culture of rap and what it's built around, like, why do they have to be forced to listen to some shit that they really don't rock with? Because it's Drake? I don't give a fuck who it was. I didn't listen to Lil Wayne's whole album. You know why? Because it was fucking garbage. I'm not inclined to listen to somebody's shit just because of who they are. It's garbage. I'm not listening to garbage. I listened to half of one Drake song and I said, no, that which one shit is ass. I'm not listening to that shit. I'm sorry. If that's what I'm supposed to expect from this new album, I have nothing to say about it. Because it won't be positive, y'all. And I try not to do negative rap reviews. I'm trying to stay on the more positive side. Like, I've been talking about JID. I've been talking about Freddie Gibbs with Alfredo 2. I've been talking about Let God Sort Him Out. I've been talking about Tyler, Don't Tap on the Glass. Like, it's just, there's too much good music going around right now for me to feel forced to listen to some shit that I don't want to listen to and have no interest in listening to. So stop acting like we live on the same code that you live by. We're not dick riding Drake because he's Drake. If we don't want to listen, we won't. Thank y'all and peace.